It's always good to remember if you turned something in or not to make sure that you didn't lose whatever it is, like your homework or an important assignment for school, because then especially if like your teacher's not there and you have a substitute teacher, it's always just important to make sure you remember that you had turned your homework in. And sometimes we do that and we forget we turned it in the day before, so you could always like write it down, or sometimes your teacher will make a mistake and think you didn't turn your homework in, but they'll end up actually finding it, because sometimes it just gets lost and you don't know what you did with it. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and today in this video, I have a story time for you guys, and this is going to be a Knit With Me story time, and as you can see, I'm knitting a project right here, and today's Knit With Me story time is going to be the time I forgot that I had turned my homework in the day before, and my teacher thought I lost my homework, but she ended up actually finding it, and I was so happy that I started crying, and she kind of felt bad because she didn't know that I had turned it in the day before. So she was very happy she had found it, and she felt bad for accidentally accusing me of losing my homework. So this is a story just to teach you guys, if you turn your homework in early, you should probably have the substitute teacher leave your teacher a note, or you should write down that you had turned your homework in early so then you don't forget. And I'm still in the process of learning how to write stuff down. And so I'm trying really hard to like remember stuff and practice writing stuff down. So this is a story about how I had forgotten I had turned my homework in the day before and I did not write it down, and my teacher thought I lost my homework, but later she ended up finding it. So if you turn your homework in early, just write down you turned it in early, because sometimes we all forget if we turn stuff in early or not, or sometimes we'll forget if we turn stuff in late or not. So always just keep in mind to write stuff down so you don't forget. And like I said, that's what I'm trying to get into the habit of doing, is writing things down so I do not forget. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this all started about 21 years ago. I was in the 5th grade. I had done all my homework. My teacher would give us packets of homework to do, and I would just get the whole packet done in just one day. The year before, I would have certain days of homework that I had to do, so I would just do that homework on certain days, so I didn't have so much to do. But this homework just didn't have that many pages I had to do, so I would just do the whole packet. So this one particular day, I had a substitute teacher, I think. I don't remember if my teacher was there. Sorry, I got a little distracted by a text from my sister. Excuse me one second. Sorry, like I said, my sister texted me and I wanted to let her know that whatever she was doing was whatever she needed was totally fine, and I was okay. Anyway, so focus, Mena. So I had forgotten I had turned my packet in early. I don't think my teacher was there that day. I think we had a substitute. I can't remember, but for some weird reason, the very next day at school, my teacher, it was the day our homework was due. My teacher had asked me where my homework was, and I couldn't find it in my backpack. Little did I know, I forgot that I had given it to the substitute teacher the day before. And my teacher's not very happy with me at first, because I literally didn't have my homework with me. So she makes me sit in the classroom and try to find my homework. So I look in my desk, it's not there. I look under my desk, it's not there. I look through the recycling to see if it was thrown in there. And then I go through my backpack and I go through my folder that I had in my backpack and it wasn't there. So I feel bad. I kind of start to cry because I had lost my homework and I was so stressed out. I didn't know what to do. So I didn't know if I had to do some makeup work or something. I don't remember what I had to do, but I was like literally overwhelmed. I didn't know what I did with my homework. So I had to sit in that recess. And then before the very next recess, or was it after the very next recess before lunch, my teacher ends up finding my homework. And it turned out that I had given it to the substitute teacher that was there the day before. And my teacher starts to feel bad because she had benched me for not bringing my homework in. So she apologizes to me for accusing me of not having my homework with me when I had already turned it in. I start crying because I am so happy that my teacher was able to find my homework. And, sorry. So I was so happy. I would start crying happily because my teacher had found my homework, and I was so relieved because I felt bad that I thought I completely lost my homework and I was going to have to do everything all over again. But my teacher found it, and I guess it was under a whole bunch of papers or notes that the substitute had left, and she just didn't realize that I had turned it in the day before. And I start crying. I asked to go to the bathroom to go clean up my tears and stuff from my eyes. And my teacher was nice and she said yes. So I go to the bathroom and I go in the bathroom. I'm still kind of crying because I'm taking a while to kind of settle in, because whenever I'm crying, I do take a while to settle in. I understand, like we all do that and stuff. Anyway, so I start wiping my eyes and blowing my nose, and I had finally calmed down because I was so stressed out from from trying to find my homework, only to realize that I had turned it in early and I completely forgot, and I didn't write down that I had turned it in early. So I was super relieved and happy that my teacher was able to find it. So the moral of the story is, if you're very forgetful that you turned something in early, write it down so you don't forget, especially if you have a planner and you use your planner a lot. Always write down that you had turned your homework in early so you don't forget that you had turned it in early. So then you don't have to go on a frenzy or get in trouble with your teacher. Especially if you have a substitute teacher, have this substitute leave the teacher a note so then they know you had turned your homework in early. And sometimes you think you don't turn it in, but your teacher ends up finding it. So always remember when you turn your work in early, so then the teacher knows that you had turned it in, instead of like going on a frantic search on the day your homework's supposed to be due. So that was a story about how I thought I lost my homework, but my teacher ended up finding it. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And I'll see you in another video soon. Bye! If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.